Hi, this is Kavita Devgan. I'm a nutritionist, I'm a holistic health consultant, and I give diets that actually boost your health rather than cut it out. The world is very evenly divided between tea drinkers and coffee drinkers, the tea addicts and the Java addicts. Now, I'm not going to tell you which part I belong to, but what I really do want to talk about is that why is coffee demonized so much? Tea somehow is considered to be a very healthy beverage, which it is. There is absolutely no doubt about that. But coffee too is not that big a devil as it is being made out to be. The most important thing I want to talk about is that coffee in itself is very low calorie. You'll never be able to guess it. It's just 2 calories per cup. And this is black coffee I'm talking about, the way Italians and the French have it. Not those frothy big cups filled with high-fat milk and whipped cream and flavored syrups and sugar and whatnot that we tend to drink these days. That is not coffee, that is a desert in a cup. So you need to understand that coffee is not the devil here, it's how you have it which can cause trouble. The jury is still out about whether coffee causes headaches or treats them. You'll be surprised to know that caffeine, which is an important part of coffee and which actually gives it the bad name and the controversies too, is part of a lot many headache relieving medications. But then just the way you don't want to pop in too many pills, the same way I would suggest that you don't drink too many cups of coffee, because we're not really sure right now where the line stops or breaks and where the coffee might actually lead to headaches instead of solving your headache. The third thing I want to talk about is that coffee actually has a lot of antioxidants in it. Caffeine is one of them, chlorogenic acid, caffeic acid, and there's a lot of studies going on which are pointing out in the direction that they can actually maybe keep your blood sugar down and prevent diabetes from happening. If that happens, that will be really sweet news coming from this bitter Java. Then another thing that I would love to talk about is that coffee is actually good for your memory. It can also help prevent Parkinson and Alzheimer's. It's great for cutting inflammation in the liver. 2 cups of coffee, a lot of research has shown that can actually help prevent and reverse fatty liver. But then the point I'm making here is 2 cups of coffee. So you need to be careful about the amount of coffee that you're having and not ban it totally. Another thing it does, and this is something that foxes everybody. A few cups of coffee make you feel really good. Temporarily, there's a lifting of the spirits. That's because coffee actually releases dopamine and adenosine in your brain, which are both neurochemicals. But then you need to understand the twist here. If you are a coffee and hour kind of a person, then the problem actually begins. Because what happens is there's a temporary lift, you feel really good about yourself and good about the world, and then suddenly there's a crash. And then you try to cover that with another cup of coffee and the same process repeats. So do not do that. The takeaway for me as far as coffee is concerned is that in moderation, it's brilliant for you. And by moderation, I would say about 1 to 3 cups a day. It will actually give you a lot of health benefits if had the right way and the right quantity. that if you have too much of it, if you abuse it, then you will actually face all the problems that are being attributed to coffee. To know more about health, keep watching TOI Health and Fitness channel.